Okay, so I just came across a little book that I set aside some time ago, intending to read it aloud and share it with, you guys. Um, but I was too full of grief to do it before, but I'm okay now to do it. This is my grandmother Mary's book that she enjoyed and kept near her. It's a Hallmark book, and it's full of wonderful little poems and things. And I have a few that I marked out many years ago when I first got it, when she passed away. It was on her. It was on her dresser. And so I'm opening it up. Okay, so it's called The Treasure of Friendship, and it's favorite writings about enjoying and keeping friends. And it's a Hallmark book, and it was given to her by a friend. And she wanted me to, I think she wanted me to have it. I think I recall her showing it to me. Then it must have been my grandfather's funeral when he passed away, and she had dementia at that time, and it was quite serious. So she wasn't quite sure always who everybody was, and well, I mean, she wasn't at all. She wasn't quite sure whose funeral she was attending on that day, and I had to tell her a few times, and that was very hard. But she gave me this book, and I don't know if she knew who I was, but I treasure it. All right, so one of the poems included, it's on page 8, is called, it doesn't have a title, but it's by Helen Keller, who, as we know, was a woman who was born without vision or hearing, and as a consequence was also mute, unable to speak, communicate to the outside world until she developed a relationship with an incredibly sensitive teacher. All right, and then she was able to communicate, did learn, and had a lot to give. A lot to give us. All right, so I'll just start here. Life is a chronicle of friendship. Friends create the world anew each day. Without their loving care, courage would not suffice to keep hearts strong for life. Right? If anybody knows about friendship, it's Helen Keller, right? And then there's one here that I marked out. It was page 20. And it is by Emily Dickinson. This one's called Not in Vain. If I can stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. If I can ease one life the aching, or cool one pain, or help one fainting robin unto its nest again, I shall not live in vain. All right. I have this one marked off. I don't know why. It's called The Friend Who Just Stands By B.Y. Williams. When trouble comes your soul to try, you love the friend who just stands by. Perhaps there's nothing he can do, the thing is strictly up to you. For there are troubles all your own, and the paths the soul must tread alone. Times when love cannot smooth the road, nor friendship lift the heavy load. But just to know you have a friend who will stand by until the end, whose sympathy through all endures, whose warm hand clasp is always yours. It helps some way to pull you through, although there's nothing he can do. And so with fervent heart you cry, God bless the friend who just stands by. I actually really like that one. Of course I marked that one out. I do often feel that way when people are really truly in a lot of pain. You know, there isn't much to do, but the one thing that must happen for that person is to have company, to go through it not alone. I think that doing things alone makes them a lot harder, right? So, wisdom from Grandma Mary through her friend, through this book, to me. Bye, guys.